Yes, people, big up to everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night Mudda show that we like to call the Mud Brothers Show, episode number 88 of this glorious show where we discuss everything regarding Manchester United, Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur, and Chelsea Football Club. We are going to discuss all the games from this past weekend, of course, and all the results. Normally on the show, we do have panelists of each club. Today, we are a little bit low in terms of guests on the show and the normal panelists. So it's just going to be myself and let me add the background real quick. And my bro Spooby as well. Shout out to Spooby. He's in the building as well. Big up to you, Spooby, every single time. But this is a show where we discuss everything regarding those four clubs that I mentioned. So obviously this past weekend, the biggest game of this weekend was the first one, the earliest one, which was the Manchester Derby with Spooby. If a lot of people do not know, was at the game himself personally, was in the stands himself cheering on Michael Carrick's. Michael Carrick's what? What are we saying? Michael Carrick's what?
Masterclass. What we talk? Yeah, the Reds. Hey, bro, it was good, man. Being there was the atmosphere, bro. You can't.
Michael Carrick's clever Reds. Let's just say that. Or Reds, Michael Carrick's counter-attacking Reds, specifically in this game.
Yeah. No, the atmosphere. Yeah, we'll get into it. But pick up everyone.
We'll get into it. Yeah, but shout out to you every single time. But yeah, and so that was obviously the earliest fixture of this weekend where we did win in the Manchester Derby. Of course, Manchester is red, as you can see in the title. After that, we did also see Chelsea play Brentford. Chelsea did obviously get the 2-0 win over Brentford. Liam Rosenier, new manager for them as well. Not an interim, unlike us. That is their permanent and current manager basically at this moment. He picks up the first win for them in the Premier League for Chelsea at home at Stamford Bridge. Tricky game. It could have honestly gone either way. We'll give our thoughts more onto that game and what we can be expecting from Chelsea in the next upcoming months up until the end of the season. So that was obviously another game as well. Arsenal, I did see this game yesterday, which was Arsenal versus on Saturday. Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest, the late fixture. That game was a sleep fest. I'm not going to lie. Arsenal were lackluster. Arteta once again not bringing on players like Eze in a game like that, or bringing them on too late. And they drop points. I think I still put them in the title as 7 points clear, and we will discuss more about that. But I think considering, we'll speak about it because we picked up a win, and we do obviously play Arsenal next, and that could potentially be a game. Let's say even if we don't win, but even if we draw, if they drop points yet again, these are chances that they could take to capitalize. They could have been 9 points clear, something like that.
Yeah.
Had they won against Forest, a team that they beat 5-0 previously at the Emirates. So we'll talk.
A bad Forest side. Let's be real.
Yeah, bad Forest side too. Let's just be honest. But Sean Dyche putting up a defensive masterclass yet again against the league leaders. So we'll talk more about that, of course. But that was the fixture for Arsenal, and then for Tottenham Hotspur, losing yet again at home to a Callum Wilson dagger. Callum Wilson dagger.
Hey, Mdinero, where you at? Come on, Mdinero. I just hope Mdinero's okay. I think I should send a message or something. Just make sure. I know, Jesus, that club is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. The thing about Spurs, it's like the players aren't even that. I don't know what you look forward to being a Spurs fan right now. But hey, I hope you're okay, Mdinero. Hope you're.
I don't know how he's not sacked yet. I
don't know.
I don't know, but losing to West Ham at home of all teams, that's technically a derby for them, a London derby. West Ham, I don't know if they consider them. Yeah, they are rivals technically. That's a game that they don't want to lose. Losing to them in a 90-minute winner to Callum Wilson of all people to it's peak, man. It's not looking good for Tottenham Hotspur. It's looking like the end of the road soon. Big up to YG in the chat. He says, "Lord of the chat, make sure to smash the like and subscribe button as well." Shout out to YG every single time. Big up to SPO. I'll call you SPO. Arsenal will lose much powers after Inter game if you, Manchester United, not use OT to own advantage and not make Arsenal. I don't think that's OT. If you don't use it to your own advantage and not make Arsenal to drop points, you will beat Shik Club United, beat City. Means nothing now. I get you. We should build off of a game like this if we did go on such a high and have such a good performance against a team like Manchester City. Arsenal, of course, they're the league leaders. They're better than City right now. This will be a tougher test for us, and we're playing away from home. We're playing at a stadium which will be, hasn't been the best of places for us in recent times. We haven't gotten a result there for a minute. So it'll be a tough game, but I'm not saying I'm feeling confident, but I feel optimistic definitely going into that game, especially after
Yeah.
like we just had. Why not bring it on? We have nothing to lose in terms of our season. Michael Carrick's here. Um, turn up for that game. Same way, it's a big game. I hope the same way that they turned up for this derby because they did. The same way they turn up for this Arsenal game. And again, it's one of those things when we'll speak on it when we get to the Forest Arsenal game of why they should have taken points in that Forest game because this United game upcoming could be a little bit tricky for them. It definitely could. So, but yeah, shout out to everyone. Like YG said in the chat, make sure you guys do run the likes and subscribe. Check out Spooby and everyone else's links in the description as well. Don C's channel, and all that good stuff. But there's no other place to begin. Of course, Spooby for this weekend, other than the Manchester Derby ourselves, our club, getting the bragging rights, the pride, Manchester's red, all that type of stuff. But most importantly, we talked about it in our match reaction. Most importantly, it's just I just kind of want to highlight the difference in just things that our previous manager was saying, players that were not being played in our team, who just simply played in, they're kind of like you could say their natural positions, maybe not all of them, but some of them in their natural positions. And we just saw a result like this in a game where we haven't dominated City in a win this bad in a very, very long time. Secondly, for us to just everyone, for example, someone like Kobe Mainu, who wasn't rated by the previous manager, simply just starts in a massive game like this, who's performed in big games like this before too, but almost just looks like he belonged there the whole entire time. It makes Amarim just looks even worse with some of the decisions that he was making. Now, I'm not saying that, Michael Carrick won one game and he's going to turn things around, but it's also just like Michael Carrick didn't do much, to be honest, in that game. And that itself should kind of just show you, like, it's not that, like, whatever this previous manager was doing was, like, kind of unbelievable, to be honest. No worries, Spoops. But yeah, what do you guys think in the chat regarding the Manchester United game? Of course, the Arsenal game coming up is massive. BX Gunner says Arsenal versus United this weekend suddenly got really interesting. Exactly. We got that new manager bounce, whatever that term is that people like to use and say it works against City. We'll see if it works against Arsenal, I guess. If Manchester United beat Arsenal or at least draw against Arsenal, I can finally say Carrick's Manchester United is really a new power. But we see it after 4 or 5 days. Maybe I visit your channel if Arsenal drop points. Maybe. Yeah, you can. I mean, you can always visit my channel, not even if they drop points or not. But yeah, you're always welcome to be here on this channel. We'll see where it goes. Again, that's what I'm not even like sitting here trying to praise Michael Carrick for some sort of like tactical masterclass that he did over Pep. I think it's just simply the fact that all Michael Carrick did was a little bit of motivation, play some of the players in their right positions, try to put our team in a position for us to excel. If there's a way for us, let's say it's just a solid, simple game plan. If counterattack was the way that he thought we were going to win this game, he implemented it. We had counterattacking chances. We scored off of our first goal, which was basically a counterattack, and we ended up winning the game. So it's those type of things where it's all that simply that he did. It's not like he had a tactical masterclass, but that should kind of tell you, like, this squad really isn't as bad as we were seeing it under Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim was literally like putting a squad that was out there and putting us in situations where we weren't equipped to win. And we've seen that in oftentimes with some of the substitutions that he would make, where it's just negative at times. And you could see that difference in this game right away. There's just the attacking football there's just a display that we had in this game, all around, even defensively at times when we showed we were solid at the back. Just all around from our team is they deserve massive credit for this win. To be honest, massive credit. I didn't think they could pull off a performance like this. That's why I was really surprised. And they deserve credit. It goes a lot to the players that day. A lot to the players. They all played as a unit, genuinely played as a team. Something about Carrick at United just has the right feel to it after so much BS. Yeah, that's the thing is, we've seen this at oftentimes. I've seen this a lot, BX Gunner, where I know sometimes fans get caught up into this emotion of, you know, ex players being managers at Manchester United. Um,
Yeah.
I'm at this thing where if Carrick does end up performing to a certain level, ends up getting results, why not open that conversation? I think he would deserve credit to open that conversation for sure. It has a lot of context to it though. It would depend on how we're performing, all that type of stuff, how our games are, the results, the wins, who we're winning against. I know we'll drop points. We're a long way. Season's still, we're kind of halfway there. Season's still a long way to go. We still have a lot of crucial games. We still have to play teams in reverse fixtures, likes of Liverpool. Question for you, man. Serious question. I already know what it's gonna ask. I already
Pick
know
up,
what he's
boss.
gonna
Pick
ask.
up.
Shout out to Flawless every single time.
I seen him so
Manchester
happy. I
win.
seen him on.
Yes,
I seen him on
Manchester win.
Troops earlier, and I seen him on the catch up channel.
Yeah.
Pick up, catch up
Shout
every
out to
night.
Troops and shout out to the catch up. Yeah, shout out to Flawless, man. For real.
He's
And
so
check out his
happy.
match
I've
reaction,
never
people. If you
seen him
haven't
so
checked out his
happy.
match reaction.
He's
Yeah.
smiling from ear to ear. I've
Who
never
wouldn't be
seen him so
though?
happy.
Who wouldn't be though?
No,
Especially
I know.
after
I get it. I get
Derby.
it.
Who wouldn't be after
I
a
get it.
Derby? You
I
know,
get
a
it.
Derby win. And I think in a way, especially good that Flawless is here too. In a way, we all deserve it, man. We generally do. We deserve the game like that, a moment like that. After the
Boss gets a
absolute
lot of shit, so I get it.
fuckery that we went through under our previous manager, you know, so we deserve something like that for sure. But we have to build on it. Again, this is not like we stop here and we have to build on it. Next week is a big game. Keep a performance like that, and why not can you get it? Like, you know, why not can you get a result? That type of shit, you know.
Yeah,
So
like we'll
like,
talk about it. Like, just
yeah.
I'm not scared.
But we
Like,
go from there. Yeah, go
honestly,
ahead. Floor is yours.
yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
scared. Again, why can't we get something against Arsenal? Like, why
yeah, why
not?
can't we? I'm not scared. I'm not
Like,
scared either. Especially after
they,
the way that they performed against Nottingham Forest, where they couldn't crack a goal, set piece FC, this and that. Even the way that they ended up performing, they couldn't crack a goal. Like Mikel Arteta making some of the decisions, have him do the same thing in a game like that, and why it definitely can go our way. Now it can definitely go the other way too. Arsenal are a better team. Comparing them to Manchester City, one, like I said, we're away from home. Two, they are defensively better than Manchester City. But in a way that the way that they set up too, if we play the same way, there could be, you know, spaces for us to exploit, areas for us to
I,
exploit
yeah,
on
I
the
was going
pace,
to say
on the
that, Shik.
counter.
I
One
don't think
hundred
it's going to
percent.
change
So it's
that
like,
much. I actually
yeah.
don't
So it's
think.
like it could
I
be,
don't
it could
think
go either
their game
way.
plan's going to change that much. The
Yeah.
only thing is, I think Arsenal a little bit. It's definitely going to be tougher. I don't think it's going to be as easy as that game.
Yeah, it's tougher. Yeah.
They'll be better defensively. So, but in terms of game plan, that's exactly what you have to do. Just sit back and counter. There's still some things we can improve on. There was times I actually went back and watched the whole game.
Yeah.
There was times when we won the ball at the back and we're trying to get it out, and some of our passes went straight back to City players.
Mhm.
For example, like there's one that went back to a City player and they put Haaland through, and Martinez had to make a last ditch tackle against his shot. So just like there's still things that they can improve on. That Carrick only had 3 days before that game, so there definitely is another week now to go back over the footage, go back over and just improve on things. But I don't think the game plan will change that much. I don't. It works. Just again, basics. Just get your fast players up front, sit back, stay compact. The players should know what they're doing, and that's one thing in this game that I've seen is the players knew who to cover. They knew what space they were defending. They knew what their teammates were doing. You can see them kind of double up in wingers and mid-city pass sideways. And when they tried to break through us, there was just too many people. So keep it compact. But I don't see the game plan changing much for Arsenal. And why not? I want to see us get like I don't want to see this kind of performance and then we go to Emirates and it's like a
We get
completely
packed.
different.
Yeah, like we
Even
just get
even if we
packed
get
or we
beat,
don't fight.
even if we get
Yeah.
beat, but I want to see the same effort, same performance. There's definitely times in that game City could have punished us, but they weren't up to it that game. They just were not firing at all.
I don't know what Arsenal's record is at the Emirates. I don't think they've lost at home
Yeah,
this
it's gonna be
entire
tough.
season, right? So I think we can definitely get a draw for sure though. Like I would be surprised and I would be a little bit critical if we don't try to get a draw, especially after this performance that we had, and considering how Arsenal just have played in their last two Premier League games. They have 2 0-0 draws in their last 2 Premier League games.
And they play Inter tomorrow as well.
They
So.
play Inter tomorrow, considering however that game goes. But they have to rest players. We don't. We have the 1 game a week bullshit. We're not even in any cup competitions. So we get full rest going into that game. And I think, yeah, why not go out there? And I think that's the most important thing is that have that same sort of intent, put in a performance like that. It was really just the basics, like Spooby said. And why not go there and just get a result and see where we go from there? That's what I'm saying is we pick up results and we pick up points. We see where we find ourselves in terms of the table. The table is just so wishy-washy. Right now it's a single digit differential between 4th and like 14th place.
Yeah,
there is no top digits.
4. There's not even top 8 yet.
So it's like the table's still kind of forming its way, I guess, so late into the season, but that just kind of tells you about how the rest of the league is. But in terms for Manchester United, the derby itself, like, yeah, I can give the players Michael Carrick, the substitution that he made, even credit to him. Just credit for this result. To be honest, it's a massive boost for the players. I think it's a big result for just the club entirely, and yeah, like for everything that United fans, most importantly, for the ones that endured that whole this whole Ruben Amorim tenure that we just went through, and the Ruben Amorim inners too. You don't really see them anymore. The last time that I did see them was when Darren Fletcher was losing to teams like Brighton and stuff like to Brighton and dropping points to Burnley. You know, they try to tell us, oh, Ruben Amorim should have been here. Nothing really much changed. I'll tell you this: Ruben Amorim would have never won this game. He would have never won this game.
No,
I'll
he
tell
wouldn't.
You that. Ruben Amorim
and Frost even mentioned it. The only time I seen on Twitter, because he mentioned it, he was seeing like Amorim inners wanting us to lose this game or get battered.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's like, oh, I told you so, innit?
That's insane. Just to prove a point. Do you want the club to win? Or do you want just a person to be right? Like, that's absolutely insane. Especially, like, okay, there are times, and we've seen on the internet where on shows, people do back, you know, certain people and players and managers, and I get that. But, okay, if you're picking someone to back, at least why him? He's one of the worst. He's the worst Manchester United manager. Why are you backing someone like him? Like, I get it if you like people or if you like, you know, if you're a people's person and all that. If you like backing specific people, cool. But why him of all people? He's the worst. You can't even back him in that aspect. That's why it's like, for those people, you can't really see them anymore because they don't really show up in the shows and they don't have much to say because of, like, you know, all their points just now being irrelevant and being proven wrong. That it wasn't really much of like Amorim's fault. Of course it was. Just look at how negatively he was setting us, and just look at how positively Michael Carrick set us up in a game like this, in a derby, for us to just, you know, go out there and play and to put us in a position to win. And that's what we did. And we should have won by a lot more and won comfortably. That's really it. We battered them. Absolutely battered them.
I haven't seen the line for that Mount goal. Can someone DM me or something?
Like, how many offside goals did we have? Ahmad hit the post. Like, Maguire hit the post. Like, we should have had so many goals. We absolutely battered Manchester City. I hope, like, don't get it mistaken. We battered Manchester City. Battered them. So
and just like, yeah, I just yeah, this is one of the first games I had with VAR. I celebrate those 2 offside. I think it was 3 offside goals, or was there 2? Yeah, no, there's 3 because there's the
Ahmad's around the keeper, there's Bruno's around the keeper,
and then there's the Mount one.
3 offside goals.
Like a fucking idiot, I was going mad. Everyone was going mad, you know.
Yeah, because they were close. They were close.
Yeah,
they were close.
The Ahmad one, I there was a little bit I thought, but that last one, I need to see the line. Someone at me on Twitter, please. I want to see it. I can't see it.
Yeah.
But no, the game was amazing. The atmosphere, like, I was there with my girl, and like, she's not even that into football, but even just the atmosphere she was in, like, getting into it. And it was just like everyone played well. I don't think you can really, well, Dallo, it was a red card. I don't think anyone's going to argue that. It was a red card.
Definitely was a red card.
Again, like,
referee made a bad decision.
100%.
life.
And it was a red card, and that could have changed the game. Well, it would have changed the game.
Well, hopefully now Mazraoui should be back. He should be back for this next game. I don't know whether he
Oh,
starts or
thank
not,
God.
but he should be back. He should play. He should be in the lineup on Sunday because AFCON's over. Obviously, Morocco losing. So,
but no, yeah, we're not going to get carried away. It was good. We want to see another game. I think like a United team will always get up to play City. I don't really think you have to do much motivation for that. I just think you had to set the team up. Everyone knows what they should be doing, and then execute the plan, and it happened. So hopefully, with more time, we can do that against Arsenal. I think we can get some on Arsenal. I'd either go a draw or a 2-1. I actually do think we can get something against Arsenal. When I watched that last game with Arsenal, their attack is just lethargic. It's just that. Like I remember when like Arsenal were hammering teams like 5-0, 4-0, like things like that. And
would you play the same lineup for us, or would you do anything differently?
I'd keep it.
Just asking.
I'd keep it.
I would keep it the same too. By the way,
yeah. I'd let the players just kind of get them a little bit in a system. Seeing players, people get used to each other. I'd maybe hit Dalot if Mazraoui is like there, and he has time to actually, I mean, the system isn't that complex. It's really just basic. Like you're a right back.
See, it's like there are options because in a back four, just different options, right? For example, like I'm just thinking, I don't think this will even happen, to be honest. But like,
I want to see who Arsenal play.
If we play, let's say we play Cunha, right? We play Cunha on the left. We keep Mbeumo in the middle, and we keep Ahmad on the right. But instead of playing Dalot as a right back, we play Dorgu as a right back. We can still somehow fit Mazraoui into the team if need be, if he needs to come off to the bench. Or we can play Dorgu as a left back so that Shaw doesn't have to play, and we can play Mazraoui as a right back so that Dalot doesn't have to play. So,
I wouldn't upset it. I don't want to upset the
options though. Options.
Yeah, the options are good, 100%.
Because I like that lineup, but I don't want Dalot to play. So Mazraoui should be playing. I can't have him. I think on a different day, if he makes a mistake like that, it gets given as a red, and I don't want that to happen. Yeah, it ruins the game. Especially just if it happens. If the same thing happens at the Emirates, it's a red card. And he's gotten a red card before. He literally got one last season at the Emirates in the FA Cup. If you remember, he got sent off. Remember? Yeah. So don't play.
But like in terms of like the front. I like Dorgu on that left. I don't want to move him back.
Dorgu needs to play. For me, he was the man of the match. Dorgu needs to play.
He was just
Dorgu needs to play. He was electric. He needs to play. Ahmad needs to play. We need to keep the same lineup. Cunha was good off the bench. I think he's okay off the bench. Bruno, to be honest, he should play.
If he's played in that position, then if he keeps
in the
playing,
10, give him credit. He scored last season there too. Scored a very good goal. Give him credit. So he should play. Everyone else, Lacey on the bench, sure. Lacey off a cameo. I think he'll score a couple of these games if he does keep coming off the bench. Maybe not against a team like Arsenal, but against these other teams that we do end up playing.
I think I would keep Cunha on the bench.
Casemiro should continue. He should start.
Cunha on the bench to me for these kind of games, I think makes sense. Listen,
fine.
Cunha is technically very good, and he has a decent on the ball. He's not blistering. He's not Ahmad. He's not like a Dorgu and a Mbeumo.
But he's good. He's good in tight spaces.
Cunha will be good against the other teams we have, like a Fulham.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we'll need someone like Cunha. So like someone that actually can take the ball at their feet and take like it can't be always. You're not going to be able to counter against the Fulham because they're not going to be high up as Man City. So Cunha against the Fulham, that it makes sense. So he might start in that game, but against Arsenal, I'd keep it the same.
Yeah.
Apart from Dalot.
Moving on to Arsenal real quick too, since we are just playing them, we'll talk about them and their section as well real quick. They got a 0-0 draw against Forest this weekend. I did watch that entire game, to be honest.
Wow.
Not a lot of chances. Gyökeres had a chance that he should have scored. Not other than that, not really a lot of chances. Forest didn't really have a lot of chances like that either. More so of a defensive masterclass from them. But I think the biggest talking point about this game is the fact that they've dropped points yet again in a situation where teams around them are dropping points too. This is another weekend where Villa have lost to Everton, City have lost, to second and third respectively have lost this weekend, and Arsenal have failed to capitalize. And against a team that they should be beating, and I think whether you want to blame the players or any of that type of stuff, this is now again what season and what year in project whatever year for Mikel Arteta where he should be able to crack. He should be able to crack it in games like this. The coach.
See, this is why I wish Don and Eli. I don't blame the manager for that. I don't.
No, but for me, it's like you have to be able to. You have to at this point be able to crack it in games like this, bro. What did you sign all these players for? What did you sign Gyökeres for? A striker for? Why? What did you sign Madueke for? What did you sign Eze for? What did you sign all these players for? All this depth for all these things for games like this? So you get over the line. Forest or Spoobs, you said it yourself. Where are Forest in the league?
Oh fuck! I need to look. But we know they're terrible. But that's why I don't blame the manager. You can't against a team like Forest.
See, look, okay, all fingers point to Arteta. Same shit.
It's not, bro. It's not.
You have to be able to get it over the line. Look, I'll tell you. Look, so I'll tell you. Let me tell you the stats of this game. Not even just
17th. You need a manager to teach you how to beat a 17th team. A team that can, there you go, bro. Yeah, a team that can win and are struggling. You need a manager to do that.
Two 0-0 draws in their past two games. Were they 2 wins? I'm just saying, were they 2 wins? That you should no. I'm saying like if they were 2 wins, which by the way, it was Liverpool at home and it's Forest away. Deep down, I don't know what you think about this, but you think Arsenal are league leaders? They should be winning both those games, right? They should be, considering the form that they've been in, top of the league. You've praised them at times. They should be winning those 2 games. Maybe you can't say it convincingly, but they should be winning those 2 games.
The Liverpool game, I wouldn't. Yeah, you would think they would beat Liverpool, but I wouldn't go crazy if they didn't beat Liverpool.
Okay, sure. Maybe not the Liverpool.
Forest, 100%.
17th place Forest.
Yeah.
They should be beating, right? They would be 9 points clear. They would be 10 points clear, if that's the case, right? Something like that. 9 points clear if they do beat Forest this week. I think, bro, like you have to capitalize in situations like this. The league could be over.
Oh, definitely.
The league genuinely could be over by like February if they pick up results and points in games like this. You have to be getting over the line. Just to, like, for example, to tell you in this game, right? Eze's brought on in the 79th minute for Zubimendi. Jesus is brought on for Gyökeres in the 57th minute. Moreno's brought on for Odegaard. Saka's brought on for Madueke. Madueke started this game. Trossard's brought on for Martinelli. Martinelli started this game. And stats, I guess I could, let's see.
Look, all I'm saying is listen, how much can a manager coach you to beat a 70, like a poor Nottingham Forest side? Doesn't matter what position, they're poor. And listen, when I seen the players, I get it. They're going sideways. I get it. But at what point do you put it on the players? Like, when does it become a manager's problem that you can't score against that team? Like,
I get you. It's not entirely my overall point that I'm trying to say is that, like, I think for him though, as a manager, especially considering that, you know, like they've signed all these players this summer, all this money that they've spent, maybe they could have gone for someone else, whatever. You have to win. Like, I think it's high time now, at least by now, in whatever year this is, for you to be able to crack games like this. I'm not saying if it's specifically Forest. I'm saying a 17th place team in the Premier League at home that hasn't been performing well in the past couple of games should not be able to get a 0-0 draw against league leaders Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, that should not be happening. Not even in this case, league leaders Arsenal. I would keep the same type of energy if this was Manchester City, if this was Chelsea, if this was our club, Spoobs. If we were high-flying top of the league, and we were not able to get a result against a 17th place team away from home that hasn't been playing well.
Yeah.
And we have been playing well. I would keep the same standards for a team like that. So it's like, I think, and they should be held onto the same standards as well. They should be winning a game like this. Now, not everything's all well and done. Like, there's still 7 points clear, and City again dropping points to us don't look convincing. Villa dropping points, I don't know where that happened from all of a sudden. If H is in the chat, or if he shows up, he'll talk about it and tell us a little bit about it. But I don't know how that all of a sudden happened at home to Everton. So it's like, you have to be winning games like that, to be honest.
Well, 100% they needed to win that game.
You have
Just
to.
with the way the other teams
can be
lost.
the difference. That sometimes can be the difference in you not winning a league.
But look, like what you got Gyökeres up front. Listen, that guy. I was watching it.
Speak on it.
Is he faster than Harry Maguire? I don't know. Is he? I really don't know. There's points in the game where the ball is at his feet, and I am like, wow. I see better strikers in the Irish league. I'm not joking. I'm actually not joking. So either
Arteta wants to win this league, he has to give up on starting Gyök Tua and keep Marino in that 9 for the rest of the season. Odegaard needs to hold bench too. Big up to
team. Listen. But Arteta is a stubborn manager. He will keep playing people over and over and over, even though they're doing terrible. I mean, look at Odegaard this game. Odegaard, yeah. I mean, he wasn't good. Eze wasn't good. Eze's been stinking out the place. Is that okay to say? Like,
it is okay.
I know a lot of people defend Eze. I know he's technical. He's a baller.
That is okay to say. That is 100% okay to say. I think the reason why I brought Eze up in this game specifically is because I think he should have been brought on earlier. But yes, when he was brought on, he didn't do enough for them to at least get a goal to win this game for sure. And I think it's for, like, my criticism is towards Arsenal Football Club entirely, the players and the manager. I think everyone should have been held accountable for that result. Arteta didn't do well enough in terms of his substitutions to try to put the team in a position to win by bringing on changes a little bit earlier and who he started. Maybe he should have just probably played Saka. Probably should have just played them. You're top of the league in the Champions League already. It's not like you're going to drop points. You could actually afford to bench players against Inter. You don't really have to win that game.
They could rotate.
You could rotate against Inter rather than rotating in that Nottingham Forest game. But whatever, cool. And then the players themselves, also the ones that did play and did get an opportunity, didn't do well enough to win that game. So I think the blame goes to everyone at Arsenal Football Club, collective, players and manager in that situation, at least for me. But
do you think that's an Arteta being scared, or is that because listen, if you're Arteta, you know that if you're the squad you have,
maybe it is Arteta being scared. Yeah, maybe it is, or maybe him just trusting a little bit too much into these players that he put out. Obviously, if he started them, he thought they'd be good enough for them to get a win and a result against a 17th place side.
Yeah, but obviously he knows.
Which he's not wrong for technically, because it's a 17th place side. I get his point. Like, I get his thinking behind it. But it's like so then in that situation, what I would do as a manager is if the team that I put out is not able to crack it against a 17th place side, even by halftime, probably by the 50th, 60th minute, you start making your changes rather than like the 70th minute and bringing on attacking changes. Like, if you're bringing on Marino, which he did bring on, but he put him in midfield rather than putting him in the 9.
Right?
Right. Yeah. So you put Marino in the midfield rather than putting him into a 9, because he did bring him on early. You bring on Eze in the 80th minute, and then he's playing wherever he's playing. Just that's what I'm saying in that situation. He also didn't do well enough in terms of putting the team in a position to win. But their set pieces weren't working, where they can normally always scam a goal through set pieces. They're the leading team in the league for set pieces. They always do that. So even that wasn't working in a game like this. So again, and it's 2 games now, 2 goalless draws. 2 goalless draws for them. Defensively, we know Arsenal are great. But offensively, it looks like they're a little bit lackluster.
Do you think they're sacrificing defense a little bit, or sacrificing the attack a bit for?
I think definitely maybe some of the instructions from the manager are be a little bit more defensive.
Yeah,
don't take too many risks.
Take chances.
Yeah, don't take too many risks. Don't try to put the team in a situation positionally. Let's say, for example, to take too many risks to be hit on the counter. But that space will be there for us to exploit when we do play them. There was a question actually that I want to get to real quick before we continue. Guys, how many points do you think we get in our next 5? That is the main question. Let me bring up the next 5 fixture spooks and then we'll answer this real quick. Make sure you guys are running up the likes, people, and subscribing, of course, every single time.
It's Arsenal, Fulham, Spurs.
So we have Arsenal, Fulham, Spurs, West Ham, Everton. That's our next 5. Arsenal, Everton away. Okay, so Arsenal away, I say draw. Fulham at home, I say win.
Win, you have to win that one.
Tottenham at home, I say win.
We're shite against Tottenham though.
We are, and that's our early fixture too, 4:30 a.m. for me.
Are you waking up this so much?
Yeah, I'll wake up.
Oh, gee.
West Ham away, I'll say win.
We should win that.
Everton away, I'll say draw.
Everton away is tough.
So actually, we didn't lose any of those games, according to me. We didn't lose any of those games, according to me.
What one do you think we were most likely to lose? Of course, Arsenal.
Arsenal, yeah.
But without not Arsenal, though, what? You had to pick one. Like most likely to lose. To me, it's Tottenham. Okay, I know they're shit. Yeah. I get it. They're terrible.
I think Everton we could lose too. We could. They should be Villa away from
Everton's
home.
Gonna be a tough game.
It will be a tough game. They should be Villa away from home. So Everton we could lose too.
West Ham, Fulham, I'm not too worried about. Yeah, it's Tottenham or Everton. I would say. I'd go. I just Tottenham. Just every time we play Tottenham and I expect to win, we lose. So it's like I'm tired of saying we're going to beat Tottenham. So, I think
so that for me that's 1, 4, 7. I said 10 points in the next 5 games. You know.
Oof. Carrick, super. It's Carrick, you know. I know, bro. It's hard because you don't want to go too over the top because. But
I think we should be winning these games. Like that's what I'm expecting.
Oh, we should. Yeah, we should. And
I'm trying to be as like non-biased as I can.
Tottenham,
we should be winning, bro. Tottenham are terrible. We should be beating them.
Yeah, but
Spurs are woeful, bro. Like we should.
After I see the Fulham game, I'll say about West Ham and Everton. I want to see the Fulham game for me. Will tell me.
Yeah, see, for me, you can take it. I said it. I'm not going to take it back. 10 points.
Oh, no. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, when I see United with Carrick against a team that's going to sit back and not going to play that big high line like Arsenal and City will, I want to see.
Frank does go, and if they end up getting an interim, there could be new manager bounce going into that game.
I think Red will be gone tomorrow when they lose to Dortmund.
Yeah.
Oh, Tottenham could sack their manager. Yeah.
It would be crazy. But yeah. Anything about Arsenal? Last couple of things about Arsenal before we move on.
Nah, just listen. I was on Don's panel a couple of nights ago, and you know these guys are frauds. Okay, big up for Don, and also big up Oregon. Okay, because Oregon was on there, and like, you know what is crazy to me is they said they would sack him regardless if he won the Prem, regardless. So. If he doesn't win it, they want him sacked. If he does win it, they want him sacked. So then, and then I asked him if, like, would you sack him now? And they said, Oregon said no. So, like, I don't know what Arsenal fans are. They're doing this flip floppy thing where they want it both ways, but they will celebrate the wins. They'll celebrate if they win the Premier League, but then they still want Arteta sacked. So I get Arteta's shortcomings. I understand that, but Arsenal fans, they're doing the flip floppy thing where if they win, then they're all cheering and celebrating, and if they lose, they're like, I was always right about Arteta. They're going to lose. So and also with Arsenal fans is another thing is, the Eze Defense League. The Eze Defense League is out in force. This guy has been awful. Okay, I'm sorry. And you can get mad at me all you want. You can tell me how much good. I agree, he is a good footballer, but he has not been good. He's not.
Eze?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
He's not
not.
been good. Not
Um,
been working out. Let it all work out.
yeah, let it all work out. And just with like Odegaard, he hasn't been good either. But and he is the captain, so I do understand.
I got this.
I do understand Odegaard's criticism because he's he's a captain if Rice is not there, right?
Yeah.
So you have to. There's more scrutiny on a captain of a football team, but like I want to. Eze's not been good. Okay, can we stop this Eze Defense League? If a player doesn't play well, just say he's not good or he hasn't been playing good. And I'm not saying Eze's bad. He is not. Sorry, my bad. He is
right.
not bad.
Two things can be right in this situation. He hasn't been playing good, but then
Stop
also
the defense leagues.
if like the current players who are starting aren't playing well either, like they should be taken off, and like other players should just be like try something different. That's what I'm saying as a manager. That's my criticism towards Arteta. Is like
I was going to ask BH. Yeah, I was going to ask Don and BH Gunner's there, but is that because he plays Eze out in the left sometimes, and like that's not his position?
Because when he played in the 10, he scored a hat trick.
He's better. He is.
When he played in the 10, he scored a hat trick against Tottenham.
There was one game I seen in a 10, and he wasn't good as well.
Because shout out to Troops. Troops was saying, I watched back again. I was literally watching it earlier today. He was saying like after he scored the hat trick against Tottenham, he got moved to the left. After that,
yeah,
by
that's
Arteta.
weird.
And that's where kind of where like that's what Troops think his form dipped. I obviously haven't watched Eze closely as I've been watching Arsenal's games, but my thing, like again, I agree with you. I think Eze hasn't been the best. I don't think Eze's been like. I don't think how people have been praising him. He's been the way that he has been. I rate Eze too, and I like Eze as a player. But in this situation, I'm just like, yo, Arteta should have probably tried to bring him on earlier, especially if your current players aren't playing that well. Like if Odegaard has dropped after he did not have, if he had a good performance, and then after that he dropped in performance, and I know he's the captain and all that, but he's your favorite, and you're not gonna drop him. But like same way how you treated Eze, if Eze dropped in form because you moved him to the left, you should drop Odegaard as well after a couple of games if he's not playing well, and give Eze maybe a chance earlier on in the game. That's what my criticism was. Yeah. No worries though, Spoops, all good.
But no, Arsenal just I don't think it's panic station just yet.
Yeah, because there's still 7 points clear.
Yeah, 7 points clear, and I think City are going to drop points as well. I don't think this City, unless Mark Gahey comes in and just completely changes them, which could happen.
Do you think? What do you think about this? Do you think if Mark Gahey played in the derby, the result would have been different?
Nah,
I don't think it would have.
They would still have O'Reilly. They'd still have O'Reilly and Rico Lewis.
So then, in that situation, I know it's just one game. But then, if you think that, then do you think Mark Guehi solves anything for Manchester City? That signing.
Yeah, definitely it does. Yeah, definitely. I do rate Mark Gahey. I think he is a good player.
Over a long term, you think it does? Like over the course of the season, they will fix up defensively. You think? I agree with you. I think so too. I'm just asking.
I think so. I think he does. I like Mark Gahey's a good player. I do think that he kind of solidifies them a lot more. Definitely improves their defense. But do I think would he help with last game or against us? No, I don't think so. I just think the whole team was just shocked by what was happening to them that game. Even the Ballon d'Or winner Rodri could not handle that.
Or Mainu and Casemiro.
Yeah. I think the whole team was shocked by that. But yeah, overall, like as in like in the later game, yeah, I think he will.
We'll talk a little bit about Tottenham real quick since we just spoke about Arsenal, and we'll stay on North London because there's a couple of comments that we'll get to. Chinlu and PFC are saying I think Frank will be gone tomorrow because they will lose to Dortmund. Obviously, tomorrow's Champions League games, and we'll do our predictions, myself and Spooby. But Tottenham do play Dortmund tomorrow. Chinlu and PFC think Tottenham could sack their manager. So that's why I obviously mentioned there could be a little bit of a manager bounce going into that game at Old Trafford in the Premier League when Tottenham do visit us. There's talks about Xavi Hernandez at Tottenham. If they somehow get him, their form can pick up. I think if he ends up going there, that's so stupid on him. On him to go from Barcelona to Tottenham. That would be crazy, to be honest. I heard even links of like Glasner. I think it'd be stupid for him too to go there, to be honest. But we'll see what happens to Spurs. I think time's running out for Frank for sure. It's super, super toxic. I've seen how toxic it is myself personally. Matter of fact, I think I might even have a clip. Here, let's see. Might even have a clip. I don't have a clip. Not for Tottenham. I have a clip for Inter and the Bernabeu. Not for Tottenham. This is for Inter. That's what Arsenal are going to see in the Champions League soon. Literally, San Siro, Inter. So, but yeah, for Tottenham, yeah, it's looking like time's coming up for Frank. He's going to get sacked real soon. Tottenham, once again, as an institution, I mean, they hired Frank at the start of the season. Levy's gone too, so it's not like they can even blame Levy anymore for anything, for whatever is happening. But I think it's going to be the same thing for the next manager. They signed Conor Gallagher. Obviously, we haven't talked about that since the last Mud Brothers episode. Conor Gallagher, of all players, they signed. I heard this morning that Matthias Tell has been left out of the squad. Because there's just no space for him because Dominic Solanke needs to come back into the team. So that's obviously pissed him off. Because didn't he just he got bought at the start of the season, if I'm not wrong, too. If I'm not wrong. Because he was on loan last season. Yeah, so he got bought at the start of this season at Bayern. So I don't know what's happening at Tottenham Hotspur. I couldn't tell you, Spooby. What do you think, bro?
I think we might see a announcement tomorrow. I think Frank's gone.
Frank's gone. Yeah.
I do, yeah. I think so. It won't be it'll be Monday morning. We'll see it, I think. But in terms of replacements, listen, that squad's not good enough. Listen, you have to have a manager with experience and a wonder manager come into that team and improve it. I don't think there's going to be. I think they're going to do what we're doing, Shik. I think it'll be like an interim where you can't criticize him because he's just holding it down.
That's going to be another team looking for a manager in the summer. There's looking like there's going to be a couple of teams looking for managers in the summer, bro.
Yeah. I don't.
Turns out us, Spurs 2, Real Madrid 3, Liverpool potentially if they sack Slot 4. Who else?
That's another team, Liverpool.
Yeah.
So their manager's out there. We'll just go get him. He's there.
Xabi Alonso. Yeah,
he's free.
He's free.
But no, yeah, I think we'll see a different manager, and then just Spurs, player wise, I don't rate their squad. I don't think they have a good enough squad. I don't think that it's just turmoil at the minute. I was watching Saba, who's a big Spurs fan.
Yeah, Saba.
And he expects Frank to go out, pick up Saba. But yeah, I'm just worried they sack him, and then we have to deal with the new manager. And I think they're going to get a bit of a bounce after they get rid of Frank. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Indeed. But yeah, that's there's not really much to say about Tottenham Hotspur, to be honest. They lost to West Ham, if we want to speak about the game a little bit, of course. It was goals from Somerville, Romero. So Somerville, West Ham scored first. Then Romero equalized, and then Callum Wilson at the end scores in the literally.
Somerville can't hit a barn door. Somerville actually can't hit a barn door, and he just goes.
Real will, man. Couple teams not winning, and no one wants to turn up. Obviously, we got we got the 3 points. You know,
Oh, to speak in the
we
Chelsea game as well.
put that shit in our pocket. You know, so we're chilling.
I actually watched a bit of that game. I went back and watched it.
But yeah, Chelsea game, perfect way to transition since Wolves here to the Chelsea section. Them obviously winning against Brentford. Rossonier's first win in the Premier League. Goals from João Pedro, is it? And Cole Palmer. Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Well, if I'm not wrong, João Pedro and Cole Palmer. I didn't watch the game, so I don't really have much to say. I heard Brentford had a couple of chances, and the game could have been 2-2. The game could have been a Brentford win. I heard. But yeah, what do you think, Spoops?
But that game was back and forth at times. Holy shit! There's no control. Like
I
at points,
I don't have much to say about it, to be honest.
Yeah, bro. Garnacho missed an absolute sitter.
Really? Yeah, I actually saw that. Garnacho sitter, I saw that. Hey, I told you, man, that's what you guys were getting when you signed him, man.
Come on, he's fast though. He's fast. But no, it was back and forth. Like it was chaos at points. I'm just trying to see how Liam is setting up his team.
Yeah.
Wow. It's definitely maybe I'm wrong, but it seems to me like less structured than Maresca. Maresca teams could kind of control games. When I was watching that game, there was points that was just like I said, like a basketball match. It was just going like crazy, just chaos at points.
Right.
But I think Chelsea played well. I don't think 2-0 was a bit of. I think it could have been 2-1, 2-2, but I do think Chelsea were the better team. So there's not much.
They play Palace next in the Premier League. Palace are not in good form.
Away.
Palace have away. They play Paphos in the Champions League on Wednesday, and then they play Palace away from home on Sunday.
Yeah.
Then I just know Napoli away from home in the Champions League.
Unlike Neto, he didn't play well. He just I don't know what happened to him. Like, do I have revisionism on Neto? Like, he was a good player, right? Like
he was.
I don't know. When I see that he's not taking on people.
About, like when at Wolves or
but Wolves. But even times at Chelsea, you're like, oh, what a player. But like, he's just not at it at the minute, and I don't know.
Million as well.
Yeah, and I don't know if like Chelsea have like the wingers to go over him, you know, like the Gittins and you know Garnacho. Players like that. Just Garnacho. I just don't know if they're like they can't really replace him that much. But yeah, no, they deserve the win 100%. Like I'm not going to be fraudulent and say they didn't deserve the win. Just at times it looked a bit crazy and a bit chaotic. But apart from that, yeah, they deserve the win.
Yeah. They obviously, like I said, they have Palace, Napoli, West Ham at home. Then they're obviously still in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Napoli that tie's not over. I know Arsenal are up 3-2, but that tie's not over.
Are Chelsea through? Yeah, and the Champions. How many points do they need
in the Champions League?
To qualify.
Champions League.
I think they just have to win one more, or right?
They're 13th. So if they win one, there's 2 more games left. If they win one more, they'll get 13 points. So they have to be unbeaten in these last 2 games to make it for sure in the top 9, because it's the top 8, I think. It's the top 8, yeah. So to be in the top 8, you have to win. Arsenal have won every single game so far, 6 out of 6. Bayern have 5 wins and 1 loss. The 1 loss being to Arsenal. PSG are 4th. PSG are 3rd. Man City are 4th. Atlanta are 5th. Chelsea have a chance. They win the next one, and they draw. They could be in the top 8. They could, depending on how the rest of the results go. They could play.
What, you have to be top 8 to qualify? I thought it was like you have
top
to be
8 to go straight round of 16.
Oh, the first, the first
9
2.
to 25, 9 to 24 actually. 9 to 24 play play
playoffs
to determine the team in the round of 16. Yeah. So
that Napoli game will be good.
yeah, the Napoli game will be good. The Paphos, see if they should win that. If they win that, they will be in a good position to qualify. Then that Napoli game will be massive. Because if they lose, they could potentially fall under the playoff round. If they win, they will be in the top 8, potentially.
Hey, let's go.
It depends on how the rest of the teams and they all play too. Like Inter play Arsenal. Inter are 12th. Chelsea could win their next game and climb Inter, who are sitting in 6th. So if Arsenal beat Inter and Chelsea win their next game, Chelsea could climb Inter. That's how high they could go. They're currently sitting in 13th, Chelsea. They could go as high as 6th if they just win their next game. So yeah, we'll see.
No, I think they're good. They're good.
Yeah, we'll see how it all goes. But yeah, people, that's pretty much it in terms of our episode for Mud Brothers today.
Hey, Edge is here. I need to ask Edge a question. Come on, let me
go on.
Hey, Edge, I want to ask him what he thinks about Emery's comments after the loss.
I'm here. I'll bring.
Yeah, what was it? He doesn't think that they're there for a top. What was it? What did he say? A top 6. Hey, but that Emery guy, he needs. I don't know. Listen, keep him away from that. He gets rattled. He gets rattled. Like I can't believe what he said. I need to bring it up. The Emery reaction to everyone lost. Let me have a look.
Bring it up. I'll share it. Bring it up. You can bring it up on stream.
He said something about we're not there to be a top. We're not ready to be a top. Nah, he always says it. It means other teams are better than us, but they're not. Edge. They're not. It's just one loss. You guys are doing fine. What is he? What? You're what 6? You're like 7 points in front of Liverpool.
I found it. I think this is what he said.
How are you not a top 4, top 5, top 6 team?
We are not contender to be in the top 5. We're still not being contenders. There are other teams with more potential than us. But it was certainly one of the oddest interviews I've ever seen.
But
we are doing a fantastic season. When we played at Everton in September, we drew, and we are worse than now. Of course, today we lost a very good opportunity, and we are in front of our other teams who are competing to be in the position we are. We lost the opportunity to be second in the league, something fantastic. But after feeling our frustration at losing this match, we must try and recover our good, positive way we are doing. Football is to win, to lose, or to draw. When you are losing, you are sad like we are now. When you are winning, you are happy, and mostly we have had more time happy than sad. We are frustrated, disappointed, but everything we did before is for something. We lost. Everything we did before is for something, and we lost the opportunity to be second in the league. But our target in the Premier League is to try to get our best in 38 matches, and until the day 34, I'm not going to speak about where we can finish.
So who, like Etch is saying on paper, Liverpool and all that. Liverpool have. Do you mean Liverpool have better players or like?
I think, yeah, he's speaking on talent. He did speak on, like, in terms of, like, talent, in terms of, like... But I think also, like, in terms of the position and situation you guys are in, yeah, you should be... You have been better than some teams. You have been better than teams, yeah.
But Liverpool have drawn, like, 4 games in a row.
Yeah,
they're not that good.
They just drew to Burnley at home, yeah.
Yeah. They've drawn the last 4 games.
To be fair, we drew to Burnley, but that was at their home. Yeah.
But we're not in that. Like that. Who is he scared of? Like, as in putting them out of top 6. United, Liverpool, Chelsea.
I think he's not trying to put pressure on Villa.
I think that's what he's doing. I think he tried to not.
I think he's trying to take off pressure.
Pressure.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's what it, to me at least, looks like.
Look at our bench. I need to look at the bench.
Yeah, I'll tell you the bench. I got you. There'll be a bunch of players that I probably have never heard of. I'll tell you that.
James Wright, Marco Bizet,
Digne, Mings, Lindelof, Bizot, Garcia, Wright.
Hey, Lindelof, let's
Hemming.
go.
I have no idea who these guys are. Genuinely, I have no idea
Nah,
who these
there's
guys
like
are.
George Hemmings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who the. Okay,
Who
yeah,
is it?
okay.
Jamal Dean, Jimo Aloba. I have no idea.
Jamaluddin Jamu.
Jimo Aloba. H, who is that, bro? Jamal Dean.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's I didn't see that bench. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Makes
that's
talking about squads. That's what H is saying too. Squads. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. We got Champions League tomorrow. We're back with Champions League. I got to experience Champions League games in my life. Honestly, it was so nice. I went to the Inter Liverpool game and the Madrid City game, and it was fire. It was an unreal experience. Obviously, the only thing that sucked in both those games were that in both home teams took an L. Inter lost and Madrid lost, but it was a great experience. Inter fans atmosphere was crazy. It was like everybody was up for it, and I was right next to the Liverpool fans.
Oh, you're in the intersection, yeah.
Yeah, I was in the intersection, and I was right next to the Liverpool fans, right next to them. I could hear them the entire game, and then I could also I could see them the entire time, and I was talking shit and cussing them out. Big up to Gal for the raid. Shout out to Gal.
Hey, pick up a gal, lad. Sir Carrick Ferguson with that shot.
Sir Carrick Ferguson. That's
this
crazy.
Fucking fraud. Jesus. God damn it.
Excuse me. Yeah, but we have Champions League games tomorrow, which we will do predictions for. Big up to everyone that just joined through from the raid. Make sure you guys do subscribe and like the video, of course. And yeah, we're sitting at 12 likes. I've just seen.
Hey, a gal. By the way, if a gal's watching, just 2 seconds. A gal, I'm trying to defend you on Don's channel. Okay, I said to Don, okay, a gal, they're trying to say that you're intentionally, lying or intentionally not saying your truth. I was just trying to explain to them that a gal's saying his truth. Maybe you don't agree with what a gal's saying, but I don't think a gal is intentionally trying to make up agendas and shit like that. That's all I said. Okay. Yeah. Hey gal, get hold of your Arsenal fans. Okay, they're going crazy.
Off topic, Shik, UFC Saturday. Yeah, big up to Gal for the raid. I just want to say that real quick. Shout out to you, Gal. Big up to you for the raid. Don't know why you're not modded on the channel too. I think you should have been. I thought I did mod you, but yeah, H. I should. I'm not actually sure. What's the card this Saturday, Spoobs?
Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje.
Oh, that's a good card, you know.
Oh yeah, and Sean O'Malley's on it too.
Oh, okay. They're fake accounts.
Huh? Who's faking?
Who's fake accounts, Gal?
But yeah, no, the card's good, bro. The cool minute.
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to say. Okay, maybe I've modded the wrong one. I don't know. Maybe I did. Yeah, go on. Sorry, what were you saying, Spoops?
The cool man got Nunez was supposed to fight on it, the Brazilian girl. But no, Rose is fighting on it. There's Derek Lewis is fighting on it. Yeah, it's a good card. Good card.
I'll see H honestly if I'm around. I think I'm working, but I'll try to see if I can be off. If not, I'll try to do it from work. Yeah, I'll try. I'll try to do it from work. I'll see. Yeah, I'll try. But yeah, big up to you, Igal, for the raid. Appreciate you, bro, every single time. Whoever was watching, make sure you guys, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to Gal Talks Football. Fake Arsenal fan accounts on Twitter. I hear you. Makes sense. 55 people in the building. Make sure you guys run up the likes, of course. We'll do Champions League predictions because we are closing out. We're just under an hour for the show. We'll do Champions League predictions and then we'll do Premier League predictions for the weekend. Starting off with Tottenham. Well, actually, no. Starting off with Bodo Glimt versus Manchester City. Bodo Glimt at home. I'm gonna say 4-1 Manchester City.
3-0 City.
Then we got Tottenham at home to Dortmund. I'm gonna say 2-1 Dortmund.
I'll go 1-1.
1-1. Cool. Then we have Inter at home to Arsenal. I'm gonna say 1-0 Inter.
3-1 Arsenal.
Okay. That's it for tomorrow. Then we have Chelsea's game, of course. Chelsea versus Paphos. I'm gonna say 3-0 Chelsea.
4-1 Chelsea. Garnacho hat-trick. Let's go.
Okay. That's Champions League games. We'll do the Premier League predictions as well. Starting off with the early game on Saturday, which is West Ham at home to Sunderland Football Club. I'm gonna go for 2-2. Yeah, 2-2.
Sunderland 2-1.
Sunderland 2-1. Next up, we have Fulham at home to Brighton. I'm gonna go for Fulham 1-1. Actually, yeah.
Jeez, we had to play them soon. 2-1 Brighton.
2-1 Brighton. Cool. Then we have Burnley at home to Tottenham Hotspur, who could potentially have a new manager in that game. I'm gonna go for 1-0 Burnley. I still think they'll lose. Burnley been decent. Have been decent.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have.
Yeah,
But I think if Spurs have a new manager, they'll win it. I'll go 2-1 Spurs.
Okay. Next up, Manchester City at home to Wolves. I'm gonna go for 2-0 Manchester City.
3-1 City.
Cool. Then Bournemouth at home to Liverpool. I'm gonna go for 3-2 Bournemouth.
Oof. Bournemouth win.
Yeah. 3-2.
Ooh. I'll go a draw. 2-2.
2-2. Cool. Next up, we have Glasner and Crystal Palace at home to Chelsea Football Club.
What did you make of Glasner's comments after that game?
He's leaving for sure. It's turning sour.
They called him out. Yeah, it's starting to turn sour.
Their entire relationship is turning sour. Yeah,
but they still want to keep him to the end.
Glasner, I think is someone that we should look out for in terms of like he could be linked to us, and I don't want Glasner.
I'm scarred from that free at the back shit, man. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's my entire reason for why I don't want Glasner. I like Glasner, I rate Glasner, I respect Glasner, but not enough to want him at my own club. That's not how much
we're scarred. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want him. So that's just me personally. I don't want Glasner. But yeah, Crystal Palace at home to Chelsea. I'm gonna go for a draw as well. I'm gonna go for 1-1.
3-1 Chelsea.
3-1 Chelsea. Cool. Next up, Newcastle at home to Aston Villa. Tough game. That's why they should have picked up points against Everton, low key. Yeah, Newcastle at home to Villa. I'm gonna go for a Villa win. I'm gonna say 1-0 Villa.
2-1 Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle. Cool. Brentford at home to Nottingham Forest. We're getting packed. Oh man. Brentford at home to
that Aston Villa game. Yeah, that was rough.
I'm saying 2-1 Brentford. Brentford at home to Nottingham Forest. I didn't watch the Villa game.
1-1.
1-1. Cool. Then we have Arsenal at the Emirates, facing off against Manchester United, our club, Spooby. I'm saying 2-1 United. Boys. We won there in 20 years. Oh man. And I predicted a win.
Haven't won there in 20 years. Who cares? 3-1 United.
3-1 United.
I'm not scared, okay? I'm not scared. I'm tired of this scary. And I hope a gal's listening, okay? But I'm not scared of Arsenal. I'm not scared of your sideways passing bullshit, okay? Why can't we do it against you if we done it against City? We could have easily put against 5 against City. You're going to play the same way. Yes, I think it'll be a tougher game, 100%. It will be tougher because you got a better defense. But why can't we?
Y'all look out for a match preview. We might have to do a match preview in that.
Yeah, I'm not scared of that. I'm not scared of that sideways. But you guys can't attack. And if we stay compact at like we did against City, I think Arsenal are going to struggle again. I think we'll see that again. Like you said, they drew their last 2 games. Their attack is struggling. Hopefully Gyökeres starts. Please let Gyökeres start. That guy moves like he's got cement in his socks. I hope he does. And hopefully Odegaard plays too. Because he's awful. And let's be real, Arsenal have lost that kind of the bite they had. We're not seeing Arsenal beat teams 5-4, 3-0. Like we're not seeing that anymore. So just bring on Arsenal.
Big up Shik, Kill United. He said, "Who does Beef Jerky think his brother can put in a Rondo training session in front of his gaffer?" Yeah, man. I posted that on my Instagram. He can hold. He can hold that. He can hold. 100%. He can hold. But yeah, Spooby says 3-1. I said 2-1 United. Last game that we had was Everton versus Leeds. You guys already know what the deal is every time Leeds have a game, except when it's Manchester City, Liverpool. Yeah, only those 2 teams. Arsenal, if they play Leeds, Arsenal can beat them. I don't care. But Everton versus Leeds, Everton 1-0.
Nah, I think they took them a good game. 2-2.
Fuck Leeds. But yeah, that's Premier League predictions. That is also it for today's episode, people. Shout out to everyone. 51 people in the building still. Shout out to Egal for the raid. Make sure you guys do subscribe. We're on the road to 2K. Make sure you guys do like the video. Keep watching if you guys like this content, these type of shows. I know we're missing a couple of the people from the panel, but big up to Spooby every single time, and myself for and everyone in the chat for episode number 88 of the show. We're gonna see who is available to raid. I actually did see who's available to raid. Zier is live, so we're gonna raid to Zier. Make sure you guys go right. Big up to Zier. Subscribe to him, of course. Right, Shik TV raid in the chat. Twisted Fade, big up to you in the chat. H Egal, obviously as well. Fats, big up to Fats. Will, BX Gunner, Chin Lu, PFC, SBO, Flawless earlier. Big up to all you guys in the chat. YG, of course, as well. But yeah, you guys will be heading over to Zier. Make sure you guys go show him some love. Spoobs, before we close out, do you have anything you want to say, bro?
Nah, just subscribe to the channel. Everyone bless up, okay? If you hate my shit talking, just DM me on Twitter, okay? We can talk shit in DMs, right? Because there's been a couple of people that have came after a Mud Bro show and I've not like what is yeah, of course, bro. Come on. But it's all fun. It's all fun. Big up Twisted, Itch, Will, Egal, of course, for the raid. Just everyone at BX Gunner, everyone that comes in and shows support, we appreciate it. We appreciate all you guys. So thank you. Big up, lads.
Big up yourself as well, Spoops, every single time. But yeah, people, that's pretty much it. We'll catch you guys next week. Like I said, keep a lookout for prediction, like a preview show for the Arsenal game. We'll see if I'm able to cook up something, a panel, and the show itself. So big up to everyone. And other than that, you guys know where to find us every single Monday. Every single Monday over here on the same time, 10 o'clock for Mud Brothers. It'll be episode number 89. We're almost reaching very, very close to 100 episodes.
100. That's
Mud Brothers show. We'll do something special for the 100 episode. But yeah, big up to everyone. We'll catch you guys later. Up until then, as always, Arteta in.
Arteta in, lads. Let's go.